Here we go. Whoopi was never ugly. Society told us she was.
I never thought Whoopi Goldberg was ugly. I never thought she was ugly.
Did you think she was fine?
I did not think she was fine.
Then what was she?
She was Whoopi.
Damn.
She was Whoopi. Mike, what are you trying to say, bro?
Yeah, I think I said it. If society throw long straight hair, gotta be light skinned, you gotta have big boobs, small stomach, big butt. If that's all we're being fed,
Society is always pushing the agenda, but you got to make up in your mind for yourself. I think she is attractive, Mike. Clearly, that's how she looks when she wakes up in the morning. The rest of them be lying. I woke up like this.
Hey, should that be a show? Waking up Whoopi?
Man, these pictures right here, bro, 100%, man. That one with her smiling with no teeth, I don't like that. Just don't smile with no teeth. Don't do that. But the rest of them,
Honestly, man, if you really look at that picture of Whoopi Goldberg, look at her and look at her features. She's really a nice looking woman. It's just maybe the darker color gums that didn't work for them.
Going down for
Hey,
you ever kiss somebody with chocolate gum? Dessert on my tongue. It's just extra melanin in the mouth.
I got nothing.
We know we ain't. We know.
all right.
Don't forget the maybe, baby. Don't forget
Hey,
the
listen.
maybe, baby.
Welcome to another episode of Maybe This Will Help.
Maybe this will help. Will this help you?
Don't forget the maybe, baby. Don't forget
Hey,
the
listen.
maybe, baby.
All
Don't
I'm
forget
saying is we need to get in the studio.
baby.
Welcome to another episode of Maybe This Will Help.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good, man. It is pretty good, man. I'll take that.
Oh yeah, I mean you put it together. You are the mad genius behind the commercials and the edits and everything. So just in case people don't know, so Donnie is a professional photographer. He does editing. Do you do videography as well?
Yeah, a little bit, man. I'm stepping into that realm. So
Yeah, man. So anybody that needs any of those services, hit my boy up at
donbgphoto.com. There we go. I almost missed my
man,
opportunity.
look,
right
I'm
there,
like,
man.
don't blow it.
Yes,
Pause.
bro.
Pause.
Yeah, donbgphoto.com, man. You come through and get your needs met. Well,
Wow. What are you soliciting right now?
yeah, tis the season, my brother. Tis the season. Welcome to another episode. Maybe this will help.
Maybe.
Will this help you? Don't forget the maybe, baby. What's up, Mike? What's up,
Hey,
bro?
man, everything is good with me, man. I'm happy to be here. Shit, I'm feeling good. Had a good session in the gym. Kind of messed my back up a little bit more than it already was, but God is good.
Gym twerk. Do it to you every time, man. Right in there. Leg day. This brother in the mirror in a group X room by himself. Like, I wonder.
Not twerking.
Nigga doing a thunder thigh challenge in the gym,
That is
hoping nobody
terrible.
watching. You 6'12", nigga in the gym
Yo,
trying.
that is terrible.
Oh man, nah, it's all
Terrible.
good, bro.
No, but as far as the week goes, week was good, man. Busy, you know what I mean, preparing for all of the holidays coming up.
Yeah.
Especially Christmas, trying to get everybody's gifts together. Because I'm really big on giving. That's my delight for Christmas. Anybody that knows me knows I always say, don't give me nothing. You know what I mean? Because for me, it's about seeing
cool.
that.
I just heard you loud and clear. Most deaf, my brother.
Not you though. I will be needing at least $200 on my gift. At least. Yeah.
Golly.
Yep. I'm just saying, brother. And don't try to re-gift me those socks, those He-Man socks that I got you. I do not want to listen.
Hey, I wore them He-Man socks to work, bro. Hey, them was right though, man. Yeah, they was right.
Yeah, for sure. Now, but everything is good, man. No complaints. Excited to be with family and friends over the holidays. Excited for a vacation for the birthday in December. But yeah, that's about it for me. What about you, sir?
What's happening in December? What's that?
Oh, this is a little birthday in December.
It's birthday. That's why you was practicing your twerk in the gym because it's your birthday coming up?
So you already know. You got to get your knees right. You got to have good knees.
I already know what I'm getting you for your birthday, knee surgery. That's what I'm going to get you for your birthday. So I'm gonna get you a backectomy. You don't have that.
Yo, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
When's your birthday, bro? What day is it, man?
You're not gonna do that to me.
Hey, when's your birthday?
It's the 15th.
All right, y'all. December 15th. You already know what it is. Listen, December 15th. I want you to use this link right here and bless my brother. He's been on this show pouring his heart out, sharing, being vulnerable. Didn't have to tell y'all nothing, but here he is. You know, out of all of us on here, this brother is the first one to go to a personal story. Yeah, you know, man, I can't get right. You know, I couldn't do nothing right in my life. And I found Jesus, Jay, Denim, and I just
God.
Hey, I just letting you know your vulnerability is worth something. You know, something.
I appreciate it because I was starting to think that it wasn't fooling around with y'all. I was like, hey, dog, what have I stepped into?
Listen, maybe this will help. The podcast would be nothing without vulnerability. We'll be on here sharing theologies and philosophies, but when we share our personal stories, failures and success, and where we're in progress, that's the stuff that not only helps us as brothers hold each other accountable, but it helps the audience too. And so when you guys do the same thing, get on here, you know, and share where you at. Not trying to, you know, oh, these are my highlights, but man, like, check it out. Like, this is where I struggle still. You know what I'm saying to you? That's where it helps somebody because they recognize that they're not the only ones that's kind of lagging in certain areas, man. That's motivating, man. So
hey, yo, that still part is big because the last thing we want to do is get on here and make it seem to people like we just got everything figured out or we got all our ducks in a row. Like, nah, not at all. I think that still part is what keeps viewers coming back. You know what I mean? Because we're not preaching to nobody. We're not saying, you know what I mean, do this or do that. We simply saying, hey, these are some of the things that work for us.
Yeah, 100%, man. And yeah, my week was good, man. My friend asked me how my week was yesterday, and I was like, it was a good week, man. My days didn't feel like I was on the treadmill. You know, like you on the treadmill, your days feel like the minutes and seconds go by super slow. Yeah, man. This week, man, it didn't feel like that, bro. I've been waking up every morning and I've been doing a paradigm shift of what a job is, my employment. Like, I'm like, God, what, man, just help me to just go serve and be the light. And when I keep it that simple, man, I'm telling you, my days have gone by in a breeze, man. I look up and it's like 3:30. I look up, it's like 4:30 and it's 5 o'clock. Before I know it, my energy was good all week. My intentions were good. And you know, all I did was took pressure off myself. I changed what I believe a job was and how I needed to approach it. I just let go of all that baggage. And I want to maintain that. But this week was really good, man. I had a great Sabbath. You know, after I got off work Friday, sundown to Saturday, man, I had a great Sabbath, got refreshed. I heard a good sermon about, you know, how to celebrate your Sabbath. The dude said 6 days out of the week, you be great. And then the seventh, you sit in God's greatness. And that's how he marinates you so that you can be, that you can smell like him and you can taste like God. You can give off that God essence throughout the week. Even when you get angry, there's still like that God essence on you. You know what I'm saying? When you get impatient, when you go through your struggles, you've been marinating all, you know, for the seventh day in that. And you just giving it all throughout the week. So, man, I'm feeling good, man. I got a little natural high. I didn't hit the gym today, but I took a nap instead, you know, and I'm happy with the choices that I'm making. You know what I'm saying? My traps don't look like yours, bro, but you know, I'm gonna sacrifice that for now.
Listen, no, that's not what that was. That was simply the hat. And they said, oh, what is, you know, so I hit them with the plug.
You want to tell us about that?
So I was in the gym and I have this maybe this a help hat somewhere. But anyway, I have a maybe this help hat. And it just says MTWH. And so I was working out, and then a group of ladies came by and said, oh, what does that stand for? Da, 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 da. So I explained to them what it stood for. Told them to tune in tonight. So if y'all are watching, thank you. This is the show. Good luck though, because it's about to get crazy.
This is the show. Hey, we got a lot to live up to, but you know what? God got us. So let's go ahead and do what we do, bro. Check in. Brother Errol and Brother Carey are doing their thing. They won't be on tonight, but you know, as always, keep us all in your prayers. Keep them in your prayers. Just doing that maintenance part. You already know, man. We get on here and share and get vulnerable, and then life shows up to try to, you know, distract you and get you off course from doing what you know need to be doing. And sometimes you got to take a intentional moment and address some stuff, or feed your children. Or make sure your family is good. Remember, I told you guys this is a labor of love.
Breaks. Or take mental breaks.
Yeah. But
and I don't want anybody to think when we say, because so many times, you'll say, pray for me, and people automatically go to somewhere negative. You know what I mean? You got to pray for me even when I'm doing good. I could be right as rain. That don't mean we don't need prayer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
Keep us all in your prayers, please. Please.
Yeah. Man. Y'all got me and Mike tonight. I hope that's enough.
Because it's about to get
good luck with that. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm ready, bro. Are you ready? Well, let's say hello to the audience. Fellas in the audience. We missed y'all, man. Good to see y'all here. Ladies, we missed y'all too. Good to see you. We got a few regulars out there. Amber and Sylvia and Mignon and Amber.
Mignon too. Tutu. See, she the 16th. We vibe. Me and Mignon vibe. And I knew it was a reason why. She's the 16th. I'm the 15th. It's good people right there. For sure.
I can't even front, man. My mom, my auntie, grandma, cousins, all December.
Wow.
Crazy. First love, December.
Like, wow. Just make sure my gift is $200. That's all I'm saying.
You already know what you're getting, bro. I'm gonna go to the doctor, the Beverly Hills doctor, and say, "Can I get some mega knees for my brother?" Because his brother, he got matrimony in his future, and I just want to make sure that
knees gotta be right. Knees gotta be right. I'm just saying.
Hey, all right, man. Listen, bro. I know that we usually start with a meme, but can I start it? Can I be rebellious tonight?
I mean, that's never stopped you before.
All right. So I just want to open up the show a different way. Man, there's nothing like a Sagittarius in your life. Amber, are you insinuating that you see? Listen, we're not about to do this with y'all tonight.
That's a fact.
We're not gonna do this with y'all tonight.
We just stop the show after that. That's all the truth you need right there. Even though my ex-wife was a Sagittarius, so I don't know.
Exactly. Y'all be teetering. Y'all, we got to be real careful with y'all.
It's a thin line. I'm not going to even lie to you. It's a very thin line. Yeah, it is.
All right. Listen, man. This is what I'm going to. I just want to start with this one video. We can go into our gifs, but this is how I want to start the show. We talking about prayers and mega knees, and I just need to get some things straight. All right. So here we go.
Yo,
this is church. Is this too much for church? Is this appropriate for church? Because that's where you can come as you are and not be judged.
And nobody's saying, you know what I'm saying, that she shouldn't have came to church or shouldn't have worn whatever she wore. But when it starts to distract others from what they're really supposed to be paying attention to, because I was a lot of movement.
So you mean like you at the gym today, distracting people from their workouts? It's kind of like the same thing. Wear your sleeves. Why you couldn't put sleeves on your shirt? Sagittarius thing. My bad. Okay, you were explaining something to me. Oh, the hypocrite.
But I'm saying though, you don't want to cause anybody to stop because this cat's there, and what some women may be dealing with issues. Some cats may be dealing with issues with keeping their eyes focused or celibacy. You never know who's around you. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that I'm just saying. I just think that certain dance moves should probably be saved for specific places. It has to be destination appropriate, as my brother Earl would say. Destination appropriate. That was a lot of movement.
Listen, maybe it was the fabric of the dress. It could be a lot of things. When you
Most
just
definitely.
when you get into that a spirit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying to you? Listen, y'all. You already know, Mike. I was exotic dancer for 5 years, right? So I forgot how to dance like a civilian. So when I would go to regular clubs, regular parties and stuff, kids parties, you know what I'm saying? It's just tassel popping off the jump. And you gotta acclimate yourself. She wasn't in the front of the church. She's in the back, you know what I'm saying? Trying to just, get her spirit on it. And I have a problem with the person that recorded it.
So exactly. So that's what Amber said as well.
Wow. It's
fine.
It's fine.
The person recording it was inappropriate. That's also true.
So this goes back to this rap song I heard, and the guy said, at what point are we going to stop trying to tell women exactly what to wear, and as men take responsibility for our own behaviors and our own focus? Yeah, maybe it's a part on them and it's a part on us. Don't do stuff to make other people stumble. But at some point, like my pastor in Texas used to say, man, fellas, up and away. You got to be a Superman. What did Superman do? Up and away. He said that's what you do with your eyes. Up and away. Up and away. That's how he said you overcome like that, the lust of the eyes. Just, man, do your best just not to look at it and start, negotiating with that inner terrorist that wants you to rock bottom her, So what happened?
You threw me with that last part. Yo, so
you're a wrestling fan, bro?
Yeah, I am, for sure. I'm a fan of the Rock. So you feel like it was okay, it was appropriate, everything was hunky-dory. If that was your mom or your sister, it'd be A-okay. You wouldn't say, "Mom," or tap her or nudge her, like, really?
Hey, I'm really like 90% on the path to just like, yeah, just get in the house and let the spirit do the thing. I'm thinking like, even if I was a pastor there, would I have anybody come up to her and say something and do something? Nah, man. Just, I'll probably have somebody say something to that person, woman or man I was recording.
Yeah.
I think that's a straight violation of privacy. Yeah. What about you though?
I think it was a bit much for church, if I'm being honest. I think it was a bit much for church. Just like I think, huh?
Hey, get your friend, man. This is like, oh, we in the church doing all that jaw rating.
I think that's like a dude, some muscle bound dude walking in with no shirt on. It's gonna draw attention whether you want it to or not. It's gonna take you out of the. Yeah, but I'm just saying, because with guys, it's hard to catch a woman's eye. You know what I mean? Like that particular. We're not in there dancing and twerking as men. So I'm just trying to say something that could grab a woman's attention. You know what I mean? Or grab someone's attention and take their attention away. Because in church, I believe that even the smallest thing, you might miss something very big. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What do we got?
No, I'm just saying. You say miss something very big, and that didn't look like he missed the big thing. Still though,
we don't even know. Go ahead, go back.
I was like, where is she at? I'm telling you, she's not in the front trying to be a distraction. That might be the last row.
So Pete, this. If I'm being honest, I don't feel. Go back, because right now I don't feel like she was actually twerking like that.
Now, when she turned around,
I feel like she got into it. I feel like she started feeling the beat a little bit, and took her back to the club one time. But
when she turned around, and that's Mother Gertrude, and she's 67, and
she looks older. She looks older. I feel like she was feeling it, and maybe just was feeling the vibe of the music, and she got to.
Hey, the mothers at the church, they be bringing it. But they had like 12 kids, and they got the big hats. You know what I'm saying to you? And the kids used to get piggyback rides on that thing, all 12 of them. The thing about it that we got to understand, some people is built different. They shouldn't be punished for being built different.
100%.
I had this conversation online. I was asking people like, y'all go hard on what women wear to certain places, but if a curvy, voluptuous woman had on one dress and a skinny woman had on the same dress, voluptuous is definitely getting treated differently because of how she may feel out that dress. And I was like, that we got to be fair about this thing, man. Like that's a hard line, man.
It is, but I also feel like people are human. You know what I mean? And I mean, as unfair as certain things may be, just like you were at the club, so you know that certain women gonna be able to get in and others aren't. If the club is at capacity, certain women are gonna be able to get in and certain ones are not. And that's the same thing with dudes. You come to the club looking dusty, you probably not gonna be able to get in, sir.
It used to be dusty. I mean? So I got a conviction text. I was gonna talk about it, but then somebody just texted me. So you talked about men having to be shirtless at church. So, you know, I like pants that fit. You know, so I go to H&M and get their slacks that are like 85% spandex, you know, just because whether Mike, you understand whether we get gain weight because we're working out a certain way or we dropping weight, we don't have to want to buy a whole new wardrobe. I need something that can move with me. I need matter of fact, I need a woman like spandex. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Keep up with me. You know, whether I'm on the fluffy side or I'm leaning out. You know what I'm saying? If your woman ain't got no span, I'm scared. Listen, so I was at church and I remember I wear these pants and my one of my friends like, yo, you know, just it's tight everywhere, even in the front. You know, and so when you tuck your shirt in and you up there trying to minister, that can be a distraction. I'm like, man, like off jump, super defensive. Like, well, that's their responsibility. Hear the word out, blah, blah, blah. But you know, I had to take responsibility to a certain degree. Like, they know a lot of prostitutes, a lot of pastors are wearing, skinnier pants, or a lot of, motivational people on stage. They even got videos of teachers, saying, oh, this is inappropriate to wear in front of kids and whatnot. So what's the standard?
But I feel like it's a very fine line, because on one hand, I feel like, you should not police everybody on what they do, what they're wearing, all this other stuff. But at the same time, I do feel like sometimes things are inappropriate, and sometimes, I think it's a time and a place. For instance, I was at somewhere with denim, and it was a family establishment, and here comes this woman walking through half naked.
Explain. What does that look like? What does that look like?
Clearly, side boob is completely out. You might as well not have on a shirt. Mini skirt, if you got to keep pulling it down every time you take a stride, it's too short. And you're in an establishment where there's a lot of children, like mostly children. To me, you should have some type of that's a tough word, but to me, you should kind of police yourself and be destination appropriate. If I'm going to a kid's establishment, maybe I'll just throw in some jeans. They might be tight, but at least my entire ass is covered. Or maybe I should throw in maybe a shirt that all my titty is not out. You know what I mean? If that's all if I'm used to dressing like that.
Maybe she had a kid in the building, and that's just a quick nursing. Real quick for the nurse.
Just out the side, just out the side.
Little squirt right out the side, across the room for him.
Wow. You just get, and then okay. Nope.
No. So what? Okay, tell me this. What are your no-goes when you go to church? What are the things that you just what do you won't wear? You
gray sweats. But I've honestly, all BS aside, I've gotten the same text like your friend hit you with. I've gotten that too about church. Because my mom was really big in the church, and it'd be sometimes I have to go in front, or sometimes I have to stay around after church and mingle and do all that other stuff. And I've gotten some like either people trying to holler because of that, but it's just like it's just certain times where it's just like you said, sometimes you just gotta police yourself and try to stay your own course as opposed to trying to police me and what I got on. But at the same time, it's just certain things, are inappropriate. Certain things are not. What we got in the comments?
Hey, Patricia, you can get kicked off this show. Is Donovan D. Donnell distracting folks during prayer again? Listen, I've been kicked out of better churches in this
again.
Hey, man.
So this is your MO. So see,
last time it was a tight shirt.
So, and we're going. This is a great moment of transparency, and I'll start. So,
right.
certain times I wear certain things that I know are flattering on purpose. What is that? Is that not necessarily trying to make anybody stray, but just because I believe that I look good in it. You know what I mean?
Listen. Go ahead.
So in my mind, am I wrong for doing that?
I feel like when we set these thirst traps, we have an intended target in mind, and other people are just casualties. Friendly fire. My bad. Wasn't aiming at you.
I feel like not all the time it's a target. Sometimes anybody could get it. Like meaning.
God.
No, but I'm saying, listen to how I'm saying it though. I'm not saying anybody could get me, but I'm just saying like whoever see it and like it, that's who's just gonna have to see it and like it. I'm not necessarily doing it for anybody in particular. I'm doing it for myself. Like I'm out, I'm out here. I'm feeling myself today, and this is what y'all gonna get. Period.
Oh God, no. Oh God,
here we go.
No.
How do you,
partner?
How do you, partner?
How do you? Already there? Yeah, talk like that.
How's
everybody doing today?
Hey, you put on some hips and some church music, and here he come. That's Carrie's love language is hips and gospel music.
You're absolutely right.
He seen Miss Ernestine in there twerking in the church.
He did.
Listen,
He did.
So you ain't gotta play it. You ain't gotta play it. I've been here the whole time. Baby. Listen, man. We know what's appropriate and what's inappropriate. And I think sometimes we like to cross the line because we can. And I think sometimes people don't want to hold themselves accountable. You know how I'm with accountability. But we have to hold ourselves accountable with the things that we wear to church, including us. We know if, we got BDE, that kind of energy. So we know that there are certain clothes we can and cannot wear to church. And I'm referring to men as well, with the type of clothes that we like to wear. I mean, I heard Donnie earlier talking about his pants. Definitely, we have to be conscious of if we're going to be in front and there's no mantle in front of us, you don't want them to be looking at our mantle.
Can I get one of the cloths, please? Can I just get one of the cloths?
Wow.
Listen.
Wow.
Place over.
You're gonna have to hold it. You just gotta hold it while you're
It's called a modesty cloth. Can I get a modesty
Let me
cloth?
ask you a question, Donnie.
That's what we called him at the club.
Wow.
We used to wear him at the club. What?
We did have to wear backs at the club. But it was like, I think
mud flap. Huh?
God, Jesus. Who let this guy in?
Jeez.
Here's my question, Donnie. Do you think? Yes. Listen, brother. Cheers to you. What's in that cup? What you got
apple,
in that cup?
the cider of the vinegar. Straight.
So, Donnie, let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like people are not listening? I was watching one of your sermons the other day, the sermonette, little clip, and you are an attractive man. If I may say so myself, my brother is a very attractive man. Do you ever feel like the word is not going through because they're focused on the wrong thing?
You know what? Honestly, I probably think about that 5% of the time. That doesn't cross my mind until somebody around me brings it to my attention. And I'm not saying it shouldn't cross my mind, but I honestly do not think about it. I just be so deep in my zone in life often. But it is a good question to ask. When you ask me that on occasions, I do have to stop and think about it. And usually the answer is, yeah, I'm pretty sure, because of what people have told me, that they may not be hearing the word because my whole look is a trigger.
Now let me bring this back, because I'm not necessarily meaning attractive. I'm sorry, because we're all attractive men. No matter when we wake up in the morning, we're attractive. I woke up like this. Thanks, Beyonce. So what I'm saying is, Jesus. Do you ever feel you need to? Do you ever feel you need to adjust what you wear if you know you're speaking? Not just going to church. Just if you know you're speaking.
I have learned to be aware of my audience, because as much as my rebellion wanted to be like, I'll wear what I want to wear, I recognize that what I care more about is that whatever I'm teaching or coaching comes forward. And if my clothing is going to be in competition with my gifting, I have to make a serious decision at that moment. And so I've been making a different decision.
Now watch the lob. That's what I mean in regards to the young lady in the dress that she had. She was aware of what she looked like before she came in church. Now, what she did while she was in church that's neither here nor there, because she could have did it in a muumuu, she could have did it in something else. Her body was going to be her body. Whether she's attractive or not, she was going to be attractive or not. But the more fitting, the more contouring that it is to your body, is that going to distract someone else? It could. Do people know that? They do. Is that what they want? A lot of times it is.
Find you a good church man. Huh?
Or you may find you a good church slut.
Everybody want their spouse to be a slut in marriage.
Listen, right? I didn't say a married slut. Well, sometimes you might find a married slut. Might not be married to you.
Oh boy.
I mean, if we listen, you know, if this is the route we going, you understand?
Jeez.
I'm just saying in general, people are conscious of what they're actually wearing when they go in, and if you wear something that may be a little bit more contouring to your body, then maybe that shouldn't be. Maybe you should adjust. Can we say adjust your praise? I don't know.
So hey, this is a good one right here. Let's talk about this part. So Ali, Miss Austin, what's up, Texas? She said, I'm a praise dancer and we are fully covered for ministry to keep from being distraction. Now I'm gonna tell you the top part of that leotard.
Man, it'd be tight, don't it?
Now it's my responsibility to be in the spirit and pray about these things, but
I used to think that.
Are we honest on the show? We're not honest on the show.
I used to think that, and I'd be like, man, like the dance is great, but it's boobs everywhere.
I mean, but they can't do nothing about them.
Exactly.
I can't do nothing about mine. When we put on a 3-piece suit and a blazer, sweating, passing out,
I feel like people are gonna see.
Are you giving you giving the word like this?
It took a minute for me to stop. It took a minute. Yes, it took a minute for me to stop giving the word just like that. You remember when I used to do Bible study in my grandfather's church and they wanted me to wear a robe? I felt disrespected.
It was hilarious, to be honest with you.
But I would come straight from the gym, t-shirt and shorts, straight from the gym and try to deliver that word. But I need people around me to be like, yo, this might be in competition with what your main goal is. And that is to, make sure this word reach these people. And so I had to mature. When I was a child, I spoke, thought, and reasoned, and I had to start reasoning a little differently.
I will also say that the kind of word that you bring makes people forget about it too. When I say that, because you bring such a strong word,
I appreciate that.
I think they get, and to be honest with you, I think that it actually helps, because sometimes people come to hear the word, and sometimes they come, but they're not there, and there's nothing to, you know what I mean? And then that will bring you stand up. The old 76-year-old pastor brings you up. You done caught attention, and now you bring in a word. Come on, somebody.
And to me,
you gotta use what you got to get what you want.
To me, I feel like that's why and I think we've all talked about this before. That's the basis behind the show. If I'm being honest, like, yeah, we talk about great stuff, and I feel like our viewers come back so we can. This nigga became a model that damn quick. Golly.
Go ahead, one more time.
I feel like
they don't ever get to see the baldness. You know what I'm saying? Normally get the hat on there, so it's clean. Yeah, that thing clean right there. Why? Huh? What'd you say? Oh, right now. Okay, back to what you were saying.
Wow. Nah, I was just saying that's the basis of the show. I feel like it started off as looks like, okay, we got 4 handsome gentlemen. That's dope. Black men. That's dope. And they actually have a brain, and they're actually talking real talk and actually kind of trying to help us as well get into the minds of other men. But I feel like the basis of the show has always been looks. I feel. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna punch Sarah. Yes, that Bible study changed my life. Why, Sarah? Was it the word? Or was
it was the word?
It was the word that. All right. So Mignon shot me a text, and she said this: like, cause we're looking at this video, right? One, we don't know where this video is taken, but she said, while in Africa, I did a mission trip in Africa. On your mission trip, that they worship like that because of their culture, and she put up a post, comment earlier, and said the culture is different. And when I did go to South Africa, the dancing, the way they praise was real different than America. I think the twerk originated in the motherland, honestly.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
you know, throw it in a circle, I think is a phrase in the Umbu.
I said, damn it.
I said, damn it. That's real talk. Who knows? Maybe this video was shot in Africa.
Oh my god.
Just saying.
Okay.
Ali had to come back. She said, we don't wear leotards alone. There has to be an overlay. All right, you know,
maybe it's just my church then.
We're gonna just visit. Let's visit and see if
So I did have to tell a young lady one time, we were ministering at a place and they were ministering before us, and I was asking my mom, like, yo, like, how do I tell her that she needs to put a Band-Aid over her Nipsey Russell's right now? Because this is not going to go well out there. I was like, because it has definitely caught my attention right now, and I don't know if the deacons can handle this. So somebody needs to let her know that, yeah.
You think that's a man's place or another woman? Because I've seen some things at church before, and I've had a woman like go and do.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I asked my mom, because I was like, I don't want to seem inappropriate, even though I was being inappropriate, but it wasn't my fault I was being inappropriate. They was in my eyes. See what I'm saying?
Brother, no responsibility for that, Mike. You hear that? It wasn't my fault.
Wasn't my fault.
I was just a deer in the headlight. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't tell the nipple to look at me.
The nipple, look, I didn't look at the nipple. The nipple looked at me.
Hello. What the pastor just say? All right. Well, I mean, we appreciate y'all in the chat bar blowing it up. Let me go fix this real quick. Fellas, go ahead.
I was just about to hit you. Pause.
Yeah, it's all good.
So anyway,
no, that was good.
You know what? That I love that kind of stuff. It just lets us know that we are on the right track.
For sure. So, okay.
All right. But wait, while we're doing that, gentlemen, my week was amazing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Come through.
Listen, I have been blessed beyond blessed. To be able to do what I do for a living has been nothing but an amazing journey, you know. And this week I got to celebrate some people's birthdays. The joy that you get to put on people's face with the gift that God gave you, sometimes it's a little overwhelming, to be honest with you. Like at the end of the night, you're like, wow, like that really happened. And I didn't even know when people come up to you and be like, hey, how did you do this and this? And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. It was God. And everything, and I'm joking. I'm like, I have no idea. I didn't even think about it. Facts.
That's good.
So I wanna chime in real quick. I just want to say thank you to you, brother, because I know where you were at tonight, and I know that you probably had to sacrifice some things to be on the show tonight. So, because me and you talked earlier, and I know, you know, it was kind of I want, you know what I mean, especially with the rebranding and everything you're doing with your career. So for you to put this show first tonight really means a lot. So thank you, brother.
Listen, man, this show is very important to me. It's a area where I get to fellowship with my brothers. It's an area where I get to receive counseling as well as give a little, and it's an honor to even have people listen to your point of view, because these people don't have to be here. It's a choice, and making the choice it's a different kind of feeling. You know, for people that have never been in the light to even be in an area where people have, you know, or have the ability to listen to you. You can be in an environment speaking and they can tune out and tune away. You got to literally tap into this show to watch it. And so if you are, you know, deliberately tapping in, that means you want to be here. That means there's something that you're receiving. That means there's something that is happening for you that may be helping. And I definitely, you know what I'm saying, want to do my part when it comes to this, because this is an important place for me. As well, my best friend's grandmother they had to rush her to the hospital. That's why I was delayed, because I was going to go there, but I found out that I can't get in. So yeah, man, there's still much more land to conquer. So I am doing so as we speak. So keep on your prayers. We'll get that to the end, and I'll fill you guys in on that.
Yeah, sure. Please do.
All right.
What's next?
Y'all ready to go into one?
Oh yeah.
Pause. Kerry said, "Yeah, he's ready." Singing.
Three girls, one cup. All right, let's do this, man. I feel judged and attacked.
You are.
100%.
Okay. Good. I just need to know what I'm dealing with here. How about this question? We got two questions. You want question number one, question number two? I'm gonna let y'all choose.
What? Oh, so I was gonna do one.
Go for it. Mike cheated. All right, what you got number two, bro? All right, here you go. Carry one in question number two. Here it is. Is it possible to be in love with more than one person? Is it possible to be in love with more than one person?
It will make then instead of THEN, THAN. Is that possible? Anyway, sorry. That's not what we're talking about.
I see what you did.
I had to put it back and read again. Is it possible to be in love with more than? Wow. Okay. Yep. Wow. Wow. You are absolutely correct, my brother.
I apologize.
I read it with all the confidence. Like, it made sense to me. Okay. Well, how about we not use that one?
No, that's good, because that's a good question.
Wait,
all right, go for it. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed now. Where'd it go? I think I deleted it. Hold on.
Listen, he got it out of here.
Is it possible to be in love with more than THAN one person?
More than? Let's just go to the next. Go to one.
Okay, we're gonna go to one. All right. Sorry. Let's do it differently. Here we go. Would you rather date someone you trust but have no sexual chemistry with, or date someone you have sexual chemistry with but don't trust?
Neither.
Shit.
Got to choose one.
Oh, you have to. What? I'm gonna go with the first one. I'd rather date somebody that I trust but don't have any sexual chemistry with. I feel like that could be built. You know what I mean? I feel like that can. But if I don't trust you, then to me, if I don't trust you, I'm not gonna have no sexual chemistry with you anyway. That's just how I operate. That's how I operate. If I don't trust you, then
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Did you trust us when you first met us?
Oh, wait.
No.
Wait. Wow.
No, you didn't, right? Huh? So you had to do what? You had to build trust, didn't you? Huh? You had to build it up and build it up and build it up, and now it's solid.
For the most part, I don't know, Donnie.
I don't know where this is going. Because there was no sexual chemistry with your brothers either. Where are you going with this?
Oh no, he's talking about trust.
Okay, just trust alone.
I'm saying trust alone.
You know, Kerry grew up in that Baptist church. Take him 30 minutes to get to his point. Like the pastor, he just. I'm getting to my point. I'm walking down your street. What are you at?
Period.
Proceed, brother. Proceed.
That's what I'm saying. Trust can be built. So, with that answer, that's your final answer. Is my question, brother.
Are you saying sexual chemistry can't be built?
That's gonna be my
final. That's a lot of damn work, and I don't want to teach nobody's. I need you. Listen, for me, I'm gonna take two. I'm gonna take the sexual and then not the trust, because the trust can be built. I don't trust nobody when I first meet them.
Hey,
but that don't mean you're not trying to.
Look what Tasha said. Hey, Tasha, I was right there with you. Carrie's face the entire time Mike was talking. Carrie's face was like this. Who the hell said that?
Nigga look from underneath that hat like, no.
Listen. Obviously, we know what my answer is. What's yours,
Donovan?
Huh?
Okay, wait. This is my question. Put that back up.
Let's see if I can find it. Hold up.
What was it? Trust. I don't care about.
It's trust versus. Hold up.
Trust. I don't care about sex. Listen, Della Francis told me. Della Francis is my grandmother. God rest her soul. She only been gone from this earth for about 4 months now. Mm-hmm. You got to be able to hump a person you don't like if that's your wife. And I said, what do you mean by that? And she said, you're not going to always like them. But a good hump will make you see an argument differently. And I said, are you kidding me right now? She said, you think I made it 50? At the time, it was like 50-something years in marriage. She said, I ain't always like your grandfather. Sometimes I can't stand him. But behind closed doors, the guy's amazing. Listen. She was like, and she said, and honestly, after we were done, it made me recalculate. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I said something wrong.
Hey, that last part though. That last part. Yeah. Maybe you was tripping. Ain't nothing like getting some good straightening.
That's true, but see, before my being with Denham's mom, I would agree with that because, but it got to the point to where we were using sex to solve all of our issues, all of our problems. Like, oh, we're not talking, fine, let's go to the room, we'll be fine. Like, and not talking about anything. So I know that's not what Granny meant, but I'm just saying, just to make the viewers aware, that's not what he's saying. He's not saying solve all your issues and your problems with sex. He's saying eventually there'll come a time where, like, no, I don't want to.
Question: let's say you get along with a person in an amazing space, right? And you're great, and everything is fine, but they suck sexually. There's no chemistry. There's no. You're gonna either turn to porn, something's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. If that's not there, it just bothers me when people be like, I hate sex, doesn't matter. It's just if I love the person. All right, cool.
That might be some people's, space in life, man.
But what's crazy about both of those? Go ahead, D.
Go ahead, Mike. No, you got it, bro.
No, I was gonna say what's crazy about both of those is you don't know either one right off the bat. You don't know what the sexual unless you got it the first night, and if that's the case, but no. So you don't know what if you're going to be able to trust them, and you don't know what the sexual chemistry is going to be like. So honestly, you really just have to get to know the person and pray for the best in both aspects. You rolling the dice.
It's all a dice roll, man. It is all. But the thing about it, though, well, yeah. So I guess my answer. I'm going with the trust. I'm going with the trust.
This is a shirt. I'm gonna make this a shirt. Loyalty over lust. That's dope.
I need some explanation of that.
Right.
Amber?
Loyalty. Yeah, Amber, come through. She's gonna come with the comedy.
Comedy or the scripture, either one.
Comedy or scripture. Whoa, grandma gave a word. What's going on with these emojis though?
Wow.
Here, kitty. Oh, kitty.
Y'all both went back to the club that damn quick.
Hey, what you judge us?
Wow. You should have seen both of y'all though. Jesus Christ.
Michael's just mad because he never got to the club.
Hey, no, he did his for free like a dummy.
You lucky I don't have my watch on me. You lucky I don't have my watch on me. Because it wasn't all free, brother.
Wait.
Get the pearls, bro. Clutch the pearls, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man.
You gotta turn your head when you say that.
I've been renewed
right.
anyway.
What you did with Bobby Joe? Don't. All right, go ahead. Cool.
Listen, in the South, that's a girl. In the South, Bobby Joe, that's a straight girl. In the South,
Donnie told me never date Bobby a woman who had a man's name.
Why not?
Michael.
Damn. She got better. Things changed. Things changed. It might have been my fault. I was toxic.
No. Wow.
I had to start putting blame where it belonged. You know, let me tell you guys something before we move on to the next one. The more I share on this show, and the more my friends from my past contact me and we talk about these stories, there's a lot that I be leaving out. There's a lot that I forgot. And that's why I always have to come on here and apologize. Like, yeah, that wasn't true. That was just a part of the story I chose to remember.
That's called selective amnesia.
You know, my mom used to say that to me about taking out the trash when I was a kid. But yeah, so I had to realize, man, when I'm sitting in therapy and my therapist tell me to write a letter to your 17-year-old self, and I'm thinking about how I was when I, after 17, 18, 19, I'm like, yo, a lot of this stuff, I created an environment for it, and I'm just mad at other people. I mean, I had to take more responsibility than I have for a lot of the stuff that I say that I had been through. You know, I wasn't as upfront, as open. Carrie knows I didn't care nowhere near as much as I care now. My favorite move was shrug it out, Kanye shrug all day. And so even like, just I had no emotional intelligence, or if I did, I just, again, didn't care to really respond to other people and they were going through something. So yeah, man, I had to have a serious conversation with myself about, like, oh yeah, I get along with all my exes. I think I know there are a couple that we do not talk. And for good reason. Some of it was me, some of it was them, but I had to recalibrate because I only think about the people I do like and still talk to, but there are other people. I'm like, man, all right, Don, like, let's do a full assessment here, not just a highlight reel. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm not doing a date with Donnie, because Lord.
After he brought it up.
Look who chimed in, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
damn.
Big Mike. I'm telling you, that was me, bro. She done poked her face in. That was me. I'm telling you, assessment. That was me.
That was pretty good.
Hey, that was good though. That was good. Look, the eyebrow and the
yeah.
That was, I'm telling you, man. You had a stamp on the last 20 years,
Yeah, that made a big impact, man. Clean up on aisle 6. I had to reassess that whole situation. That was Buford. That was back on Buford, man. I look back, I'm like, bruh, sometimes you're like, you just didn't do the right thing, brother. You just didn't do the right thing at all.
Maybe you just did the right thing with the wrong people.
No, it was the wrong thing.
Cool.
Got it.
Golly.
All right, man. We got 2 minutes for halftime. When do y'all choose one, man? Roll them dice, man. Roll them dice.
Nice.
You ever started talking to someone so dope you had to give yourself a pep talk like, all right, now control yourself. Don't mess this up. I'm gonna read it again.
Yeah.
You ever started talking to someone that was so dope you had to give yourself a pep talk like, all right, bro, control yourself. Don't mess this up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And what I
anyway.
Right. What I found is when I get like that, I mess it up anyway. It's like, God,
can't get right. It's 100%.
You start trying to try too hard to not mess things up.
You can't pretend to not be a mess up. You can't not try to mess up in the moment. You got to prepare ahead of time to be able to not mess up in the moment. You got to change that mindset before the opportunity arises.
Nah, I feel like you just have to be yourself. Yeah. Like, I shouldn't be here trying to figure out how not to mess something up. Just be yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, that's good enough.
But that's something that we have to work on too. We have to practice being ourselves. Because so many environments we walk in, we have been practicing to be what that environment needs. So even being yourself is something you got to learn how to redo. Go ahead, Carrie. Look, let me tell you something, partner.
Listen. Sometimes they don't like me because I'm myself. And I actually had to get to a point where I liked me. And the more I started to like me, the more I cared less about who liked me and who didn't. I'm going to be me. But I had to learn how to cultivate that to not be, excuse my French, an asshole. Just because I'm not a person that always, I'm a people person that don't really deal with people. But I had to learn how to cultivate that because I became more of an a-hole to keep people away or keep people at bay. And that's not really what I wanted to give off. You know what I'm saying? But then when I learned how to be comfortable with me and my personality, I don't change it. It just is what it is. And I think in doing that, I started dealing with people different. I started approaching situations different, and I didn't have to figure it out. It was like, it's going to work or it's not. And if it doesn't, it wasn't meant to. And that's in friendships, jobs, relationships, anything. You know what I mean?
That makes me think about how we learn to do life and do relationships a certain way based on our experience with the people we've had to do it with. Yeah. Past relationship, past friends, best friends, you know, did some janky stuff to you, past relationships, employees, bosses, pastors, parents, everything. But we have to unlearn or be open to learning how to do relationships differently. And that made me think about is what Key said. She said, yes, because I have a quick, smart mouth comeback. And that might have served her well in different relationships in the past as a protective measure. But you may have been got with somebody or been introduced to somebody who you don't need that defense. You don't need that armor. And you don't need, I don't know her story. I'm just, just using as an example. Like you may not need to be as defensive.
Use you. Give us an example.
Okay. So for instance, I just had this conversation 2 days ago. I said, because I've been in relationships with, not all of them, but I've been in a good amount of relationships with women who asked a lot of questions and has a healthy amount of suspicions. Now with people, I'm very direct. And you guys know I can be very politically correct, but in certain situations, I'm very direct to the point to where people are like, damn, Don, you ain't got to say it like that. And I just had this conversation 2 days ago with my friend saying, I'm trying to unlearn this behavior because it became a norm to be as clear as possible. So there would be no confusion, no need for paranoia, no need for suspicion. This is exactly where I'm at. I'm not saying anything I don't mean. And they're like, it's all good, bro. You can just say that. You ain't got to be so to the point with it. But I used to have to be. And now I'm trying to unlearn that behavior because it was warranted for where I was, not where I'm at presently with certain people.
Are you referring to the abrasiveness of it? Like when you trying to let people know that how you are
so for instance,
being direct is aggressive?
I give you an example. A young lady told me, I like you and I think I'm falling for you. And I looked at her, I said, I don't feel the same way. You're going to have to manage that.
Wait, just wait. Just.
And I could, there's a better way to say that, but
no, that was great. To me, that was great. To me,
manage your emotions.
That was great.
So it was, let me say, it was respected, but at first it hit you like, God, but I'm not trying to play any games with people.
It leaves no room for question. It leaves no room for, oh, I may still have an end. It leaves none of that. That's perfect. That's damn. Perfect.
Let me tell you who my coach was. Don't try to hide DTF. DTF is the one who told me that hope is not necessary. And so wherever you're at right now, there's no point in letting people think like there's something else when they're not, because when there is something, I need to make it clear in my life when my door is open and when it's closed. That way, when it's open, you don't doubt that, oh, if he into me or not. No, you're going to know for sure. I need to make my life a little bit more black and white because in the past, man, I just lived in this gray area and it wasn't healthy for the people that I was with. And I really want to be different. And so I'm learning how to develop this new skill set of just backing up off it a little bit, but still making sure it's clear. But it's going to take some practice. All right, I'm out the hot seat now, man. I'm done. Mike. Jesus, Mike.
Yes.
See, even Amber said you couldn't just say halftime. Thank you. Halftime saved by the bell.
Jeez, bro.
That's good though, man. I feel like there would be a lot less broken hearts if people were brutally honest sometimes. I get tact, and I get, you know what I mean, saying things a certain way, but I feel like, that 100%, this is where I am right now. This may change. a month from now. But right now, this is how I feel. You ask me how I feel right now. Right now, you need. I'm not feeling you the same way. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry.
I also think it depends on who it is, because me and Donnie could say the same thing in the same way, and it's gonna be okay, Donnie, I understand. And then with me, it's gonna be he's such an asshole.
We got two different reputations, though, bro.
They don't know you're the asshole.
Well, we got two different reputations, bro. I don't know what to tell you. That's something that you're gonna have to learn how to manage, nigga. There's something. Hey, Mike, Mike, you just said something, bro. And I know we got to do halftime, but I just want to put this in the audience, and we'll talk about it maybe in a different episode. But are you guys brutally honest with your friends, or do you hold back in order not to hurt their feelings? Honesty doesn't need to be brutal. Unlearn that. I'm putting it out there. What do y'all before we go to halftime, do y'all think it has to be brutal, or it's out of perception?
So the honesty is not the brutal part. The brutal part is how the person perceives your honesty. It's not brutal that I said it. What becomes brutal is now I feel hurt because you said that to me. And what do you mean? I thought you were my friend. That's where the brutality comes in. What I said was honesty, period. It's brutal because you took it brutally.
But if you're really a friend, then the way that you say, if you're really a friend, then you know this person. And you know, when I talk to you about denim, people can't talk to you about denim. And especially some of the things that I say to you about denim. But I have to know how to put it so it doesn't trigger something, you know what I'm saying, when I'm saying it to you. So you have to be conscious.
No.
You got to be conscious of that, bro.
No.
You telling me that I can...
I feel like you can tell me straight up what it is and straight up what it's not. And even if it stings or not, I'll still accept that as, you know what, this nigga right. Yes.
I don't sugarcoat it when I say it to you. But I also know that it's... But I know that it's a sensitive subject for you, so I have to know how to approach that with you. I can't just say off the top of my dome what I'm thinking, because you may jump back and miss what I tell you the other day. You don't want to miss the work trying to get to the job.
I get that. For me, like you said, I feel like you got to know the person you're talking to.
And so in knowing that, you have to learn the difference, because you may, something I can say to you may not be, I might not be able to say that the same way to Dub or Donnie, or something I can say to Donnie, I may not be able to say that to Pookie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sometimes we be wrong in what we think and how we should be delivering stuff to people. Sometimes we be way out of pocket, you know, sometimes as well.
Yeah, but and that's the thing that kind of gets me about, you know, because I feel like I'm doing this friendship thing and this brotherhood thing the right way this time. But even with us, if we're being transparent and honest, and even with us, sometimes it just feels like why we just can't talk to each other, tell it like it is. You know, if somebody got a beef about something, you know what I mean, we squash it right then and there and move on. Sometimes I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like everybody should just keep it 100. And I know it's difficult sometimes because we don't want to, you know what I mean, rub nobody the wrong way, pause. We don't want to hurt no feelings, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, does it really matter if we still going to be cool anyway?
Maybe the fear is that we ain't going to be cool if we say it.
But then, so if I'm afraid that I'm not going to be cool because I say something to you, then what are we really doing?
Exactly. You know what? The pastor said something, the youth pastor said,
wow. I think that was his internet, because he's
the whole thing just dropped. The youth pastor said something today at the church I was at. He said, if you love something, you question it. And so he was talking about like just the places you go and the relationship you have, that should be the thing that you question, because questions help you dig deeper and get more intimate with that thing. And so I think you're right, man. I think we should test it out. You know, I think we should test it out. And is he back?
Yeah, he back.
I think we should test things out in this brotherhood and be like, yo, try it out, because you don't want to walk around not knowing where you stand with a person. If this really is a brotherhood or not, then you got to try it to see what it truly is. And then the question you're gonna get an answer.
Well, I'm not saying don't approach. I'm saying just how you approach, how you have these conversations. If it's already at an 8, coming in at that same 8 aggression may not diffuse the situation.
Let me give you a perfect example. Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, but because it doesn't have to be aggressive in order for me to say what I feel needs to be said. Somebody might take it that way though, but I could be completely 100% calm, cool, and collected. If you decide to take it aggressively, nigga, that's on you.
Hey, what'd you say, Mike? You're gonna have to learn how to manage that.
That's gonna be the move.
I do agree in that way. I mean, I agree, just be honest, period. But I feel like because we are all humans, and this is just, again, my point of view, because we are all humans, knowing who you're talking to and how to approach the situation is key. It's as important as being honest.
So let me give you an example, because we were just talking about my situations about being upfront and straight. And then Carrie gonna come in here and say, and that's how you get your wheels falling off in traffic. See, listen.
Damn, that's sensitive.
Wow, that's like hypersensitive.
If she would have put it in all caps.
Sheesh.
Wow.
Well, I'm saying that's sensitive because we had to tighten Donnie's gloves on his car. I mean, on his truck one day.
You know how many times I used to walk around my truck just to make sure?
Bro.
Because I was honest, and people who don't know the story, man, somebody showing up loosened up the lug nuts on the back 2 tires of my truck. Loosened them up, didn't take them off, loosened them up. So when I was driving down the street, my tires fell off when I tried to take off at the red light. It was petty, but almost cost me my life. But anyway,
so peep this. Yeah. So it's like you lie, right? It's a problem. You be 100% truthful, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
What do you want?
At some point, you got to recognize you is the problem.
Or them.
You know, it's so challenging to be in relationships with people that you can't be honest with. So maybe don't be in relationships with them, or either do it from a certain distance.
And that's why
nowhere near.
Right. And that's why with this, because I used to just recently, I used to lie. We were talking about this year. I used to lie a lot in relationships. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100.
Just recently, nigga, I was lying on this episode.
Nah. Not it. but with therapy and everything, and really getting in touch with just telling the truth, it's hard now for me to be in the middle of that, because I know it's something I could fall back into, right? When you've been doing this thing, when you've been lying about certain things like for years and years and years, it's easy to fall back into that mindset. So now to say, oh well, tell the truth, but kind of, or throw some sugar in there. Or, well, now it's not my truth no more. Now it's what their truth wants to be, and that's not fair.
And that's gonna direct the entire relationship, man. So Carrie, I know you. I just want to give her a chance to make things right. Carrie, I know you didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it. You know what I'm saying to you, but the best way to apologize to me is just
listen, that's key. That's key right there.
The best way. I accept blue back apologies, please.
Wow.
All right, go ahead, Carrie.
No, I just wanted to know, with being honest, have you been honest with yourself, Mike, about your
Here we go.
I just wanted to know.
100. 100. And all the women in your DMs have been honest with me too.
Listen, I don't want any more of your I hate y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's past that. It's 15 minutes past that.
We ain't passing that because we can't pass this.
No, Carrie,
halftime, ain't it?
Can you do the honors? You didn't want to do it the last show. Can you do the honors of halftime?
No.
Deer in the headlights. You look, that nipple is looking at you again. That's what you look like right now. That's the face you made. That's the face you made when that young lady was in church with her leotard on.
It wasn't a young lady. It was an old nipple. It was an old one.
It was an our age
What's
nipple.
wrong
And
with
that's
the
what
little
made me look. What's wrong with the little titty?
That thing had nursed the village. That was a raisin.
Wow.
She was trying to.
I'm gonna be honest, since this is an honest show, being honest, since I've been gone, you guys have adjusted the way we do halftime. And I would just like to, say that I don't know what I'm doing.
Cool. So this will be about.
It was a big nipple. It was a big nipple, Amber, and I liked it. That's why I had to tell my mama.
I'm telling you, it was a raisin in the sun. That thing was old. And that brother just likes what he likes.
Wow.
Huh?
Listen, raisin in the sun.
Jesus.
That thing that turned.
I
hate. Let's move forward, please.
Just send us some money to help us buy Band-Aids for the less fortunate. Gary going on a mission trip to local churches trying to see if it
Yo. Ridiculous.
You're gonna be up there by the baptismal pool. Let me check you out first. Okay. Speaking of the baptismal, that's another arena that we gotta do some wardrobe checks by the baptismal pool.
Your girl coming through. Your girl coming through with the
Y'all
jokes.
in California must have been. They dance. California,
right? Dance, sing. Wow.
When y'all gonna collect this money? Collect the money.
Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in thus far. If I was y'all, I would have been turning this off. But you guys are charitable, and we thank you. Speaking of charity, we definitely have a lot of things in the works that we have planned. A lot of those things take money. Everything we do right now is out of our own pockets, and we do it as a labor of love, like we always say. But we could definitely use your support and your help. First of all, thank you to everyone that has contributed thus far, even since the last show. Thank you. We appreciate that. But flash that one more time. Nope, not halftime. We know what time it is, fool. Anyway, so our Cash App, can you leave it silent? Thank you. Our Cash App, maybe this will help. $, maybe this will help. Anything you want to give. Kerry, we're throwing money in the hat back from his club days. He hasn't
Don't trust Reverend. Give me my cash. Don't trust him.
Listen, we'll tell you about that. That was really my name, Mike. We'll tell you about that after this.
Reverend, give me my. Let me tell you the blasphemous things that God has saved us from.
In the club, bro.
We did a whole church theme and funeral scene. Lord, thank you for your grace.
Listen,
and thank you guys.
All
right. What
also we say this every halftime for not for you guys that tune in every Sunday, but for the viewers that tune in on YouTube and Facebook that maybe this is their first show. So we do have we are on YouTube now. Maybe this will help the podcast as well as here on Facebook Live. Please go follow our Instagram. Maybe this will help the podcast. Facebook page. Maybe this will help the podcast. What else we got?
That's it. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and
anybody got any business shout outs this week? I got nothing personally.
Laced by S&V before I get shot. Laced by S&V. Yo, check it out. I am putting together a video because they're doing a Black Friday mystery box. So expect that video to hit the airways this week. And you can purchase your mystery box from Laced by S&V. You can find them on Facebook and YouTube. That's Laced by S&V clothing.
Nice. I do have a business shout out. My manager, Dawn DeAntoinette Wines. If you drink wine, if you drink white or red, she has 2 different ones. They're actually featured at the Inglewood at 1010 Wine Bar in Inglewood. Also featured in a couple of different liquor stores. But definitely you can always go to DonDeAntoinette.com and order it. That not only supports her, supports Press Play DJs. There's definitely some good big things in the works. I guess I'll throw this out Tuesday, Melody Bar. Wednesday, if you're not doing anything the day before Thanksgiving, I would love your support down at the Room in Hollywood for it's called Cherry Poppin'. DJ Tendaji, Sanai Lathan's brother, is one of the he is the resident DJ for the Room, and your boy is the featured DJ for Wednesday. Pull up starts at I think 9:30, 10 o'clock. There's no like Hollywood dress code or nothing, but the Room, I mean, it's great music, great vibe, great energy, and I would love to see y'all face. I think it's like $10 to get in or whatever, but it's a great environment. Like I love when I get to DJ there because I get to play like
all kind of music.
Things. It's not, it's not your regular like like when I'm at the Melody Bar on Tuesdays. I'll be there Tuesday at 6 p.m. It's not like that. It's you get an eclectic sound, you get a different sound, you'll hear a little bit of everything. So yeah.
Dope. And Carrie's buying the first round of drinks for the first 50 people
that get there before 8 o'clock.
And that door is not even open.
Yep. Boom.
You got to catch up on that. I just got another text message, Carrie, that someone is happy. Someone's happy that you're back. Because they are texting me, letting me know that boom, something that Carrie just said. He is my bestie. So just to let you know, man, your content, your input was missed, and you are building a fan base here based on your content. And so that's all I'm saying about it.
Appreciate it.
All right. Hey, Carrie, quick question though. Do people need a VAC card to get in?
They do need Vax cards. I think it's that I think now it's the Vax cards, period. I think it used to be the Vax card or a COVID test. I'm not sure, but I will post that on my page, so I'll let you guys know. But I do know that if you have a Vax card, it just needs to be on your phone. They just check the phone and ID. So.
All right, fellas, y'all ready for this video?
Let's jump into it, bro.
All right, Mike, you ready for this video, young sir? Yeah, he like you ready. All right. Here we go.
What is like respectful in a relationship? Like
trusting a person and not paying somebody to see if they would cheat.
But it happened.
Not true.
You went on a date with this girl.
It wasn't a date.
She literally told me that you took her out to eat.
No.
Yeah, and you guys hooked up. You can't sit here and deny that.
I am denying because it's not true.
Okay, sure.
She's a client, and after we were working out, we got food, which was across the street.
That's not what she told me.
That's what I'm telling you.
She told me you guys had sex.
I'm telling you we didn't.
So are you saying she's lying?
I'm saying she's lying.
Let's find out from her.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God.
Paula, can you tell him what you told me?
So I pretty much told her that you took me to this really fancy restaurant, and afterwards we went back to my place and hooked up.
And that he came on to you in the car and you guys were kissing?
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Why would you sit here and lie?
I lied because...
So you weren't telling the truth?
I didn't think that she deserved you, so I lied.
Oh my God.
Clearly, she doesn't value the faithful, amazing man that you are. I thought, maybe I have a chance because...
So you thought you had a chance with him, so you're trying to home wreck us so that you can be with him?
Wow.
Thanks. She lied to my face.
And what have I been saying?
So, my initial question is, who's the real home wrecker? Was it the person outside that did the wrecking, or was it the person inside that did the wrecking of the home? Thank you for those horns. I appreciate it. Mike, we can't hear you, bro. I know you're saying something insightful, though.
No, go ahead, Kerry. You got it.
No, brother, I'm gonna wait.
No, it's the inside. It was an inside job on this one. It was an inside job on this one, buddy. I'm not gonna say it's like that in all cases, but you allowed this woman to come into the home, even if she was telling the truth. You allowed this woman to come into the home before you talk to your man, before you try to find out like, hey, this woman is saying all of these things. What's going on? You immediately went to 10. Like, oh no, I know you. He's trying to defend himself and say it's not true. And apparently, from what he said, what have I been telling you? He's been saying it's not true. Clearly, she felt like she needed to go on this whatever type of show that was to get some real truth. But you know, she went in there and wrecked her own shop. Wow.
I have this belief that the death of a relationship is always an inside job. I believe that the enemy, it's like they say about a person, the enemy outside can't do anything if there's no enemy inside. And so if there's a leak or a crack anywhere, I'm not saying that, you know, the girl who did the lying doesn't need to be held accountable for something. But I'm saying, like, you know, that when the way that blew up is just like, so now you saw that she was lying and you didn't believe your man. So where are we at right now? Where do we fall now?
Golly.
So would you take the girl out on the date, the one who was on the video? Because she's like, you don't value this faithful man. So
I would.
So you said so we made out in the car, right? We made out in the car. I came on to you. Yeah. All right. But you know they can probably work it out.
Tell me what that means, huh? Let me see. What did I do?
So, I mean, but now listen, this is a pivotal point in this relationship. Now, if they can recover from this, it may be something they never have to face again. So you know how they say in relationships, you get to that point to where you don't know if you should give up or try harder. Are we saying that this brother should try harder in this relationship or give this up because clearly she took this all the way to a show?
Well, what do you mean by him try harder?
Try to say, hey, you made a bad call on my judgment on my character. Don't do it again. Let's move forward. But from here on out, you need to believe me above everybody else. And let's try to continue on our path.
But how do you, my question is, how do you recover from that? Because I'm literally telling you, like, you had no faith in anything I was saying. You went extreme. Not only did you not believe me, but you went extreme to a show. And now you look like Boo Boo the Fool. And you want me to recover from that? Like, how do I recover from that? How does that even happen? What does that even look like? That just looks like next time you'll believe me?
So when I think about it, I think about like what's that when you're in a relationship with somebody, you guys got plans and visions, and there's a lot at stake. There's a lot invested. You know what I'm saying? There's man, you build a lot of equity in that thing. And so of course it seems like, dog, you don't trust them, let it go. But you do have to consider, am I willing to give up everything that we have built together for this situation? Because honestly, you can recover from anything. It's always your choice, but do you think it's worth it?
And that's the biggest thing for me. It's like, you don't know what they've been through. You don't know how long they've been together. Like you said, time invested. So it's a situational basis. Like if we just met a couple of weeks ago, you out of here.
Here's one thing that we didn't ask though. How did she know she didn't appreciate him?
This brother talking. This brother is
out there pillow talking.
This brother talking. Hey.
So now that's the question is, did he open up the door?
Hey, hold up, man.
That's a good question there, sir.
I gotta shoot. Where's it at? Look at this, bro. Is buying another girl food cheating? Shit. You might as well propose to him. So he took his client out across the street just to eat after, which is outside of the job description of a, I guess, personal trainer, because they were working out. Where we at? Unless he's a nutritionist. What we talking about?
Did he take her out, or did they go across the street to the gym and have something to eat? Like she said, like he said. Because she said they took him out. He said we went across the street after we worked out and ate. That could have been a Dutch date. She could have paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many different spectrums of that. But I mean, anything, that's just like me getting off work and security's hungry and we all go eat. That's not a date. That's we went to go eat.
I also think it. Go ahead, dude.
No, Mike, you got it.
No, I was gonna say I also think you got to know your partner, and you guys have to discuss certain things like this before it even happens, or maybe even in a moment. Like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go over across the street. with my coworker, with my somebody I met at whatever the case may be, and we gonna grab something to eat real quick. Even that is enough. You're not asking permission, but you're at least informing them just in case the homegirl drives by and sees you over there with this random chick. You know what I mean? It's just a respect thing. It's not like I feel like I got to check in every time I want to make a move, but just out of respect in the relationship. Yes,
Mike is.
Yes,
Definitely.
I'm scared of my woman.
She shoot guns, nigga. Yeah, 100.
I'm scared. I'm scared to mess up what I have, and I think that's the part that I can kind of say is like most people are all like, you know, old school movies. You're a simp. You know what I'm saying? A woman got you whooped. Like, no, we're actually working on something. This is my partner, and we're trying to build something. So these check-ins are necessary for the protection of what we're trying to build. And I think that that's something that, you know, can definitely be normalized in relationships, even with brothers. Like, you know, hey, you know, I'm hanging out with my boys today. Send her a picture. You know, let's just remove any room for the enemy to try to sneak in because I'm working on something. I think, yeah, there might be an unhealthy amount of suspicion right there, but there's things that you already knew about that person that you're overlooking, hoping that they get better at, because we all got things we're trying to get better at. Nobody wants to be judged on their worst quality, you know? So it's just, you know, there's going to be some things that, you know, are going to take some time to improve upon. So, I mean, but it doesn't make the decision any easier. It's still a day-by-day choice to say, I'm going to rock with this person.
Facts.
Let me see here. You can't move single or here without consequences.
Can't move single or here without consequences.
I just don't feel like going to get something to eat is moving single. I feel like that's moving humanly. I'm hungry.
Oh. Thank you for translating that for me.
No problem. Here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. When people be like, they trust their partner, and then you hear them make the dumb statement of, I don't trust them. It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust them. Like, you got to be able to trust your partner in a room full of her naked exes. Because bottom line, if she don't do it, it's rape. So that means that she got to make a move. You get what I'm saying? It takes two to tango is what I'm saying in that fashion. If he doesn't do it, it's rape. Regardless of what it is. So that means that if he did it, that means it was a choice. So do you trust that your mate is going to make the right choices wherever they are? Because regardless, whatever somebody says, it still takes a level of trust because he said, I'm not doing anything. I did not do this. This is what happened. The girl who was lying said, this is what happened. This is what this is. So it's still a level of trust in your partner.
So let's take it to maybe this will help, man. Y'all got any personal experience with these situations? Because I do.
Please,
situations, yeah.
I had my ex back in the day. She got cool with one of my female friends, and she had brought her over some other girls, and one of them happened to like me, so they had like a little girls' night at my girl's house. And one of the girls told her, yeah, you know, me and Don had sex. We hooked up, you know, like went on a date, had sex, blah, boom, real quick. And my ex was telling her, like, me and Don dated for like months before we did anything. And so you saying like y'all hooked up? And she was like, yeah. So my girl gave me the 10th degree, upset about it all. The girl came back 2 weeks later to my ex's house and told her that she lied. And that it never happened. I probably should have used that as more leverage than I did, but I said it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Such a Donnie answer.
Yeah, I could have leveraged that for a lot of different things that she wasn't willing to try in the bedroom. But I think that, well, no, I'm telling you, man, I was probably like 4 months out of the club. You know what I'm saying to you? And this is the ex that got me started on Sabbath. She got me started on celibacy, all that stuff. But yeah, but that trust thing was an issue. And what I learned when I was with her and the person after her was that when people don't really trust you, especially around people of the opposite sex, it's because they doubt what they would do if they was in that position.
Or because you've given them a reason not to trust you.
I'm gonna go with the first one first, though, because that is true, Mike. But what I've learned from my experience is that a lot of times, because I've been in this, Carrie, when I was dating my ex when I was in the club, and she was talking mess about oh, you must be sleeping with all the girls and all your tipper stuff like that. She ended up becoming a dancer. She ended up doing porn. She ended up doing all these things that she thought that I was doing. And I think sometimes it's just people don't trust you because they know if they was in that situation, what they would do. And they think that they are you or you are them.
Yeah. That's just actual factual. No way around that one.
Y'all got me out here spilling all the beans tonight, man.
No, that's you. You are being.
I got myself. I am the bean spiller.
But it's a good thing. It helps somebody, man, because people don't. That's real life stuff, though. You know what I mean? Those are things that happen and that have to be acknowledged, and you've learned from it. I can tell you that.
Yeah, don't buy nobody lunch. I tell you like this, I'm single, and I remember I bought lunch for one of my friends, and she was telling me like, yeah, my guy friends don't do that. So are you insinuating something? We had to have a little bit of a conversation about it because it was out of the norm for somebody to, kind of send her food and not be trying to make a move or want anything in return. And nobody was at fault, but it is a cultural shock or a difference when you meet people who had a different kind of upbringing or just are different because they choose to be different. And sometimes it can be hard to trust people. And I think that a lot of that has to do even with being in LA.
Yeah, I can't co-sign that one.
What you got?
No, I'm just saying I don't necessarily believe that location determines whether people. So are we talking about trust? Like trusting?
I'm gonna tell you my belief, and I want you to challenge it. And maybe help me out here. I believe that it's more challenging to trust people in this Hollywood area because it seems like this is a place where people come to pretend and trying to sell things. That's where my belief is. So I'm open though to hear what you got.
I feel like initially, no matter where you go, I feel like people tend to put out a representative, especially if they like you or they think that you're a certain status or a certain type of guy. They put out a representative beforehand. To me, that doesn't mean that it's not just centralized to LA. To me, that's anywhere. I've dated girls from different states, hell, different countries, and I feel like at certain moments, there's always this facade that comes before really getting to know who you are. And I feel like it's almost human nature because you want to be your best self for this person that I'm trying to, whether it be impress or I'm trying to get her attention or man, I know she's used to dating this type of guy, so you know what I mean. So you know what I mean. It was a time where that was me. You know what I mean? Just adapt to the type of woman that I wanted because that's who I wanted. You know what I mean?
Got you. Okay. All right, Kerry, where you at?
Is he frozen?
No, I think he's making it. All right. So here we go. You all are so insightful. It's so nice to hear from a man's point of view, these topics and what's on your mind. Thank you so much for being so open and honest. It puts everything into perspective. Be safe. You guys take care of yourselves. Sasha, we truly appreciate that.
We do. Thank you.
Maybe this will help, man. That's what we're here to try to put out there. Mignon was saying that's where you have to be that brutally honest, kind of what we were talking about earlier. That's that December language. We in the Midwest. If y'all looking for a new place for true love, I prefer the South. That's where I moved from. What's that cowboy app where you can do the cowboy dating app? What's the name of it? You've seen it. What is it? Longhorn?
I don't know what kind of brokeback website you been on.
That's where I was. I was like, is it brokeback.org? I don't know. I wasn't.
Bareback.org. There is, man. I've seen so many commercials. Y'all ain't gonna play me tonight. Cowboy dating site. I'm gonna put the video next week on datacowboy.com. Mike, that's the profile you was telling me about? Westernmatch.com.
Western.
No,
Mass.
there it is. Farmers Only. That's the one. Farmers Only. You seen the commercial for Farmers Only, bro?
What?
Yeah.
That's a real thing, huh?
Hey, that's where you get Michael Joe. That's where you get
Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe and Betty Sue. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. You like apple pie, lemonade, and summer dresses. That might be the path to take.
You just gotta make sure. Never mind. I'm not gonna even. Nope.
So, all right, y'all fellas I feel like y'all been putting me on the hot seat tonight, and y'all been really helping me out. So, y'all want to help me a little bit more?
I don't want you to solicit us like that. Nope, he said always. I'm good.
So this is something that one of my friends sent to me, and I know that this has been an issue in the past with people who thought they liked me. So here we go.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted you, like I really did want you, but now it's like
I've been accused of being too friendly. Man. What y'all think?
100%. Hope that helps.
Okay. All right. Well, on to the next.
But here's the thing. I feel like at the age we are now, with the things that you've been through, with the things that I've been through, just growing up, we know when a woman likes us more than we like them. So why would you continue to be? Why would you not have? Remember that conversation you had with, I don't feel the same way about you. I feel like at some point you got to have that conversation, or she's going to assume that all this key is flirting.
Okay.
So if you don't have that conversation, you and it's not your fault. Honestly, it's not your fault. But sometimes you have to have that honest conversation. Like, look, we're just friends. We're only ever going to be just friends, and so I needed to stay within those boundaries.
And so, of course, we say those things, but my mom always taught me.
She said, "You know what? Me and Carrie say those things. We, as in Donnie, doesn't say those things."
Oh, Donnie definitely says them.
Wait,
we just talked about
now.
So my mom told me that it doesn't matter what you. My mom said it doesn't matter what you say to a woman; she's going to believe what she wants. Mama
said that to me too. His mama said that to me too. So I kind of.
And so at what point do I stop putting forth that energy? I mean, of course, I'm not saying like this is not flirty friendly, even though I definitely have had my behavior looked at that way. But then the opposite side of me says like, well, then I just close up and I'm not authentic. But I found myself being able to be that better and more of that when I lived in Texas. And I think, again, going back to this location piece, I feel like my personality might be perceived different in areas where nice, friendly people are the norm.
Go ahead, bro.
My computer, I don't know if my computer or my internet, so I missed. Did we just watch a video?
Oh, yeah. But
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted you, like I really did want you, but now it's like
Give me some guidance, Mike. What you got for me, bro?
No, I was gonna say they can only like how are they getting these vibes if you're not talking to them? Somebody is opening up the door for the conversation to even happen continually, because it's not we have one conversation and then now I think Donnie wants me.
Oh, that's not your story?
Well, if it's yours, then you have to draw that line.
Okay. So the conversation is I'm not willing to do everything that I've been asked to do that will make the other person comfortable. To say, okay, thanks. My line might be one place. So, for instance, even online, it goes back to this right here. Even that's online, you just responding to people and being nice and stuff like that. And it's like, if that is what turns you off about me, then that's actually a good thing. Because my friendliness is a part, my niceness. I'm opening doors for people. I'm engaging in conversations with people. I'm giving people rides, men and women alike. I'm hugging people. Like I'm doing all that. Yeah, man, because it ain't romantic. You know what I'm saying to you? And so that's part of my personality. And so even if I do turn it off for a season, you only can pretend for so long. You're going to go back to who you really are. And so I think it's good that people know that that's how I am. And it's bad for me to try to change it because at some point I'm going to just revert back to it because it's truly who I am. And that's a non-negotiable for me. You want me to be that nigga that kind of just like cut people off, talk crazy to them when it's just not me. I'm not willing to be that person.
Hey, I could be. It's not but at the same time, I could be a nice guy, but still get across the fact that I'm cool on anything other than friends.
Yeah.
It's not about not being nice because you are a great guy, and you shouldn't have to change who you are, especially to for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that you have to find that gray area and really find out what is it exactly that's making you think I want to be more than just your friend. What am I doing that you think? You know, you can ask women, like, what have I done to make you think? And what did they say?
It depends on the woman. You know, the answer is not universal, but some of the things that I've heard is that you're easy to talk to. You listen, you pay attention to details. Shoot.
That's just Donnie.
Right.
You know, women are this for them, like these women, it's not always like, oh, you trying to hold my hand, you flirting with me and stuff. It's just the little things that make relationships work that they don't do. Listen, talk, engage, be present, stuff like that. It's stuff that people are starving for.
Yep.
And they like, dude, I've been in enough relationships to know this is what nourishes it. All the big dates and the flirting and touching my butt, all that stuff is great. But when I recognize these small things that I just do for people in general, because that's how I've been trained.
Mm-hmm. I think that's where we find the most trouble. Men like us find the most trouble in relationships because it's something that's wanted. It's something that's desired. Excuse me. And it's something that we give because we were taught it. Like Donnie said, we were taught it. This is the way that we are. This is the way that we treat people the way that we want to be treated. And it doesn't have anything to do with a physical desire or some type of built. Not that you're trying to build an attraction from someone. This is just who I am internally. And I think sometimes people have a problem differentiating.
There you go.
Differentiating the two. And knowing, because there are some people that try to do that, or that try to put that in the forefront because they want you to be like that. And then, like Donnie said, because it's not necessarily them, it eventually changes. And that's how people meet people's representatives. But then you have people like us that's how we are, period. And then what's wrong? You constipated?
Nah, I just saw a comment I'm gonna post after you finish.
Oh, I was like, you got a boo-boo. So
put some hot sauce on my burrito,
baby.
But have either of you gentlemen ran into that where you were not trying to come across like that, and either the woman or your woman?
Girl, sir, I didn't mean
all the time.
Turn you on.
And I feel like I could even speak. I feel like I could speak for you and Dub as well. I feel like we probably have all, especially since the podcast. Now that people see, like, oh, it's not just a face; they have brains. They have.
It's happening right now.
100%. I'm sure somebody in one of y'all inboxes tonight, just based on the fact that we're having conversation, and oh, they're so vulnerable and transparent, and that don't. But look what you checking.
Greet me with the California Ravens, huh?
So this is probably the coldest comment that we got all night. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. It just went up. Boom. Allison said, when a woman is thirsty, every action will look like a beverage.
Damn. Can I get that on a shirt, please?
What?
Can I have that for a shirt?
Yes, because I'm making me one too. Golly.
Wow.
When she's thirsty, every action is a beverage. Yes.
Jeez.
And I think that could go for men and women, to be honest.
Allison, I'm going to pay for that shirt. We're going to get it sent to you.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Because, golly, when a woman is thirsty, every action will look like a beverage.
And this is the part that becomes challenging as you know, either a man or a woman that, you know, whatever you're trending in the moment. People try to
wait, your girl, it's your girl. Yep, these women need to start drinking living water.
Why you got to take it to the woman at the well? Like, if you drink from me, you never thirst again. Is what I'm saying.
Missed her calling. She needs to be a straight comedian, bro.
Oh man!
All right, go ahead. I just have to get that in. Jesus.
I think this is a good conversation to have because sometimes I think people do carry around unnecessary weight when it comes to trying to put people's perspective of them or really get pure understanding of their intentions and their agenda. Like sometimes that weight is unnecessary and it makes you want to just recluse. It makes you want to just go into, you know, a cave and
100%.
just not deal with people because you're misunderstood so much, you know, but then you really don't want to live that way. And so I think it's good to have these kind of conversations because I hear what you're saying, Mike. There are some things I know that everything that I do is not on the up and up. So there are things that I know that I've done that, you know, cross that line, especially the way that, you know, that I kind of live my life sometimes. And I have to take responsibility, you know what I'm saying, for things that I do that are in that gray area. But I'm telling you, there's a big portion that's not. And yeah, man, that's just real talk, man. So yeah, fellas, we got about 9 minutes left, man. We could do one more video and close it off with some good mental health stuff, or if y'all want to go light and funny, y'all tell me.
No, it don't matter.
You ready, Mike?
Let's roll it.
Yeah, run it, please.
All right.
What does it mean to be a man? It means that no matter what you do, it's never good enough. We're supposed to pay for dinner. We're supposed to open doors for them. We're supposed to help them carry heavy stuff. We're supposed to call them ma'am. And nowadays that's insulting. It means your mental health does not fucking matter. Male suicides make up 3 times the amount of female suicides. I was in the hospital for 11 days on suicide watch. They put me in counseling for maybe 2 months and then they just sent me on my way. And guys don't open up about their problems because nobody fucking cares. You're just told to get up and walk it off. So why even bother opening up about it, right? It means every time you meet a woman, she automatically thinks that you could possibly be a predator and they have to carry pepper spray and tasers to defend themselves against you. No matter how good we are, a woman could easily just divorce us, take half our money and our kids. If you're unhappy in a relationship, that's your own damn problem. But if a woman's unhappy in a relationship, that's also your fucking problem. Basically, you better be able to provide or you're a loser. What does it mean to be a man?
Oh man, that one got me. Jeez.
I'm gonna be honest, it was a lot in that, but what really hit me when I heard that the other day was the fact that the pepper spray, like, yeah, that just, I mean, because it's an automatic shot at your character. Like, out the gate, these are things that you have to prove. Let me ask you gentlemen a question before we even tap into this even further. Have you ever been hesitant about going to someone's house or a woman's house or dealing with a woman or going out with a woman based on not feeling safe? And I'm not just talking about her brothers is from the jungles.
Nah, man. No.
You, Donnie?
Not felt safe. I mean, the skin that I'm in, you know, there's that I've normalized a lot in this life, but no, I can't really say that I ever really feel safe, you know, even away from the police situation. If it's, my mom always said, when you're in a room with a girl, like, honestly, as often as you can, keep the door open, because if it comes to it and it's your word against hers, it's always going to be her word. If the police have to show up for any reason, even if she lied, somebody got to go to jail. It's going to be you.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make you want to, that makes you feel safe to getting to know people and wanting to be vulnerable. And so there's been a defense up. And I think that this is why when men are open and vulnerable, that it should be counted a little bit, the worth should be counted a little bit higher because of those very specific things that are kind of stacked up against us, telling us not to be.
Right. That was, damn, we should have said light.
You should, I mean, but I think, again, this is the season, man, where the expectations of men is even higher. And I'm not discounting women at all. And I'm not saying I'm, you know, men over everything. I'm just saying, like, it is something that needs to be highlighted. It's something that really needs to be highlighted, man. You know, especially we talked about that suicide rate. We talked about depression. We talk about men needing to go get the help that they need and stuff, but whatnot. People don't take it, you know, always take it serious. Like, they'll be all right, you know, man up, cowboy up, and things like that. And I think that we're doing a great thing here on the show when we do get to share, and we're vulnerable, and we may cry about some things, and we're open and sharing with one another. There's been men who hit me up in my DMs like, man, thank you guys for doing the show. Thank you guys for being vulnerable and being a healthy place where Black men are talking and being real and not being fake.
I had a conversation with my sister the other day about her close male friend, and I asked her, does she see a therapist? And then I asked, has she mentioned that? I'm saying this to say that when you have a friend that you know needs to go see someone, or when you care more about their mental than what it seems everybody else does, you have to present. This kind of goes back to the conversation that we were having earlier, even in being honest about the fact that maybe someone needs to go see someone to get that kind of help. You have to approach that in a way that's not making someone feel like something's wrong with them. You want to be in a position to help somebody, so you have to be conscious of what you're saying to them so that they don't feel, because we're not ushered into that. The average Black male, the average male is not ushered into therapy or getting help in a fashion that makes them feel comfortable. I love how the fact that my circle, these men in particular, we have all been advocates for each other, seeing someone in regards to our own situations. And you have to be very, 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 very thorough in expressing that to someone so that you don't make them feel like it's something wrong with them, because it's something that's needed. And so I'm saying that when you have someone like that, like, push it. And I don't mean push it like aggressively, but push it to know the person that you're speaking to and be comfortable with expressing to them that that's something that they need, because you're showing that you care. And in showing that you care is how to get them some type of help. You're caring about the help that they need. A lot of times we don't get that comfort. That's the word I was looking for. The comfort in knowing that what we need is okay to need it. We need therapy. We need help. We need to talk to someone. And you have to be comfortable with that instead of making someone feel like something's wrong with it. If you need a break, I needed a break. I needed a break. They tell you all the time, the birth of this show came from a conversation that I was having with someone in regards to what is not expressed. But when I needed a break, these men made me feel like it was okay to take that break. And a lot of times we don't have that kind of support from the back that says, hey, it's okay to need this, to take self-care so that you're not found somewhere in a corner with your brains in your hand.
Good over there, bro? Talking to Mike.
Man. Oh, it's like
yeah, that video was just yeah, man. It's again, like Donnie said, not to discount the struggles and the hardships that women go through, but it's hard being a man, and not just a man, just like a strong Black man, you know, because, you know, the difference between some, I'm not gonna say all women, but some women and men, you know, men are from birth. You got to be strong. You got to, you know, when you get older, you got to take care of the family. You got to take care of your younger siblings. You got to take care of your mom if dad is not around. You got to, you know what I mean, get a job. You got to get 2 jobs. You got to get 3 jobs. You got to go to school. You got to, you know what I mean. You got to be strong. You got to protect your woman. You got to protect your kid. You got to protect yourself. You got to, you know what I mean. You know, I don't think I started feeling that weight until I reached like where I am now, my late 30s. And it's weight that you could feel. It's not like, oh, I'm a little stressed out. It's weight you feel every fucking day. That's it.
Can I say in the midst of this that from father to father, I'm proud of you, brother. You are someone that I definitely admire. You helped me with this thousands of miles separation from my son. Watching the love that you give to Denim and knowing that you have so much more that you have to deal with, man, it's definitely admirable and something that the world needs to see. Yeah, man. So just wanted to throw that in if you don't mind. I'm sorry. D?
Honestly, man, yeah. All right. Let's do this before I even go there. I know we got some male followers on here, and we just want to maximize this moment, man. We are showing you and telling you that help is not only available, but it needs to be a priority in your life. And this is a number that we always make available at the end of the show. It's an access line, 24-hour mental health line where you can get connected to therapists, counselors, or a support group. Because even if you don't hear it a lot, you're going to hear it from us every show that your mental health is important and that it's time. It's time to make it a priority on some level. If it's the one-on-ones or if it's a group, it's time. Yeah, I know you go to the gym. Yeah, I know you have, a few friends you do a little soundboard with. But if you listening this long to what I'm saying, you're listening for a reason. There's something there, and there's something more that you're wanting that you're not getting. Yeah, I do music therapy. I do gym therapy. I do retail therapy. I sit and talk with my brothers. I like to be around people with good energy. But there's people that God has specifically given gifts to that will help you dig some stuff up and help you to evolve and not just trying to maintain from one day to the next. You can excel. It doesn't have to be an issue any further. It's a stronghold that can be broken. It's a giant that can be slain. It's not something that sometimes the hard part is like I'm gonna have to deal with this for my entire life. This is gonna be the rest of my life having to fight this thing. But that's not what Jesus promised. There's an authority and a power we've been given, and there's people who've been gifted to help us in these things for us, our children, our communities, people around us. We can set a whole new example. We can walk in a new kind of victory that people around us may have never seen before, but it starts with making either a phone call, making an appointment with somebody who can help you along that path. Sometimes people have the best intentions of helping you, but they're just not as skilled. And that's why we provide this number, 1-800-854-7771, 1-800-854-7771. Death is not something that you just try to just handle on your own. Like, it's a bad day, I'm gonna sleep it off. It's a grieving process. It's an actual process. It's a biological and psychological thing that you go through when you lose something that was valuable. And you pretend that you can replace it, and you can't, but you're gonna have to learn how to do life differently. It's like learning how to walk all over again. This is not something that we play with. This is something that we take extremely serious because there's so much that you are needed to experience in life, so much more that God has for you to experience. And this doesn't have to be the limit. And I'm saying these specific words because these are ways that I felt, that I know people have felt, and that's where we become complacent and we just feel like, I don't really have hope. I don't really have excitement. I'm just going through the motions. I'm just being the man I need to be when everything is about taking care of my children, my family, my community. But what about you? So we offer this number again, 1-800-854-7771, to get connected with the people who God has gifted. And of course, prayer, reading your word, again, necessary. But I'm not going to stop saying that there are people that God has specifically gifted to take you down this journey, so that once and for all, like God told Moses and the children of Israel, he allowed the enemies to catch up to them at the Red Sea so that they can see that thing destroyed once and for all, so they wouldn't have to continue to live life looking over their shoulder. Is that depression gonna come back? Is that anger issue gonna come back? Is that heavy loneliness I feel sometimes gonna come back? God wants you to see that thing destroyed once and for all. So that's a resource that we're providing for you guys tonight. 1-800-854-7771. Fellas, what's your favorite part of tonight, man? Share it with me. Come on.
Right now, because it's time to go.
right now, because it's time to go. Is that
time to go?
This thing got heavy, brother. And let me say this to people right now, man. And as my brother just gave us that bag of knowledge, it's okay to not be okay. You know, because I'm not okay. And I just realized I'm not okay in the past couple of days. Like, I thought I was okay, but like the holiday season, man, like this is my first holiday season without my holiday players, you know? I've spent every holiday for 40 years with the same people. Whether I was in town or not, I always flew here to this house, and being in this house and it's nothing. But he will provide, man.
Yeah.
He will provide. Like, I don't even know what he's gonna provide. I have no idea, but I am secure in knowing that he will survive. I mean, he will provide, and I will survive. I will survive whatever the season is to go into another. Listen, Destiny's Child.
Wow.
I like the song. I will survive. Hey,
you went that route.
I went all the way. What's that? That's Ross. As long as I know how to love, I know I still alive. I like to perform it like Prince, though, because it makes me feel better. I have all my love to give. I will survive.
Carrie was just faster than me. I was about to leave too. Carrie was quick on the draw though. Golly,
man.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the show right here. That's my favorite part of the show, man.
Yeah, man. Man, my favorite part.
Miss Ernestine twerking in church.
Well,
good knees, brother.
That leaves me.
Well, on that note, yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I think the most important part of tonight's show, honestly, like all jokes aside, is our Cash App. So here it is. Maybe this will help. Cash App. So make sure. Nah, for real though, it is. Second most important, tag somebody, man. People come back and watch us on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot. Tag somebody that needs to hear some part of this content tonight. Even if you tell them, yo, watch minute 17, 37 seconds, like share this. Share this with people that you know need help. Because maybe that link or that share, maybe that will help. Maybe that will be the thing that person needed to hear that will help get them on a different path. What have you done lately to really help change someone's life? Like for the better. What have you done lately to truly impact somebody's life for the better that makes them want to say, man, I'm so glad that I met you. It could be something as small as sharing a video like one of these with somebody. And I don't say that lightly or from vanity, but for real. Right. So, share all you can. We love you guys. Happy holidays to you fellas. Any last words?
Oh yeah. What do you? I just want us to go around and tell what we're thankful for. Just one thing.
You look.
I mean, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I take that and I wear it as a badge of honor. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. I'll grab my hat.
I told you,
in, bro. Anyway. My hair look good tonight. I'm sorry.
I was waiting for it.
You knew it was coming. That brother got that convertible works better than the new Maybach. That brother just slide that thing on, brother. Top down, wheel spinning.
What I'm most thankful for is
this the ceiling missing or the whole room? Okay.
Damn. No roof, no doors, no trunk.
It's pulled up with the ceiling missing.
I just pulled up. Everything
is a Jeep. That brother got an undercarriage, and that's it. And a grill. Go ahead, man.
I'm most thankful for my kid and just he's kept me sane and probably alive, to be 100% honest, throughout these 10 years he's been on this planet. It ain't no telling where I would be, the type of person I would be if he wasn't alive and with me. So I think that's what I'm most thankful for.
Okay.
Mine is a little different. This may sound funny, may sound weird, but I'm thankful for the struggle. I'm thankful for the hardships, because I would not be who I am if I didn't experience this, to be able to depend on God. Like, I see so many people that don't know how to depend on God, that's where their struggle is. And I don't have that struggle. In spite of everything I've been through, they have made me depend on God, and it has made my life so much easier, even in the struggle. Donnie put up a post the other day about your favorite scripture. And my mom used to say it all the time, and I didn't understand it then, but I so do now. Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. So I'm thankful for the struggles, because I have no idea how I would be able to manage being at this distance of CJ. You know what I mean? But it's taught me how to be an even better father. So that's me.
Well, being in therapy to this degree recently, here's my answer. And that goes back to what my therapist has been telling me. He said, your life doesn't begin until you find your way back to yourself. And so he's been making me write different letters to myself. And I've been so dismissive of how I felt in my different emotions over the years. I've been so aware to other people's, but I've been very dismissive about how the little boy inside of me and what he's been thinking and feeling and saying. And when I put this up, it's not a joke, you know?
Yeah,
I do want to thank me, because I'm finding my way back to me, and I'm giving myself overdue credit, not glory, because that belongs to God. But there's been things that I've done and efforts that I put forth that I have not given myself a hug or an acknowledgement for, like I would if it was somebody else. And so without just really taking this time, man, where would I be without God and without me, the man he made me to be, making these different choices? And so I think that's a part that might be overlooked for some men as well, man. So I thank me. I close my eyes and I look within myself, and I thank me for putting up with myself and for continuing to make choices I was going to push me forward, and not celebrating myself enough, not listening to myself enough, not having a better relationship with my instincts, not pushing myself too hard sometimes, biologically, physically, emotionally, when I should have just, took a different route, but for the sake of everybody else, like for sacrificing essentials and things that were extremely important to me, that it made it harder to live without. So I'm thankful that I'm finding my way back to myself, so that the true life that God has for me can begin. So that's my answer, man.
That's good stuff.
Gentlemen, man, this has been once again, man, an amazing. I just want to thank y'all. Like,
I was waiting for it.
I rushed here to be able to have this conversation with y'all, man. Like, this is a pleasure.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Yeah.
You fellas are dope, and you guys are dope for sitting here with us in our barbershop conversation.
Thanks.
Which one of you good old boys want to pray out? Mike being nominated by Carrie's finger.
I don't mind praying because I love the Lord.
Don't know how he feels about you, but let's see.
Father, I thank you for bringing us here today. Thank you that you blessed us with another great show and allowed us to speak, hopefully with words of wisdom, and hopefully we did help someone. I know we definitely helped each other, Lord. In the upcoming week, we want to just thank you for protection, Lord, sending your protective angels to cover us, Lord, throughout the week. Lord, and I want to say a special prayer for those that are spending these holidays, maybe minus a person in their life, whether it's a family member, a friend, a loved one that is usually there with them. We just thank you for your peace, and that you just give them a hug, Lord, and just let them know they're not alone, even though that person may not be there physically, that you're always there and you always will be there to comfort them in their times of need, Lord. We just thank you for all our friends and family, that we just really use this time to realize the people and the things that we hold most dear, and really be thankful for them, and really tell those people that we're thankful for them, not just eat food and then the next day we're back at each other's throats or anything like that. So Father, saying all that, we just thank you and praise you and give you all the honor and give you all the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen and amen. There it is. On that, man, we love y'all. Have a good night, and we'll touch base with y'all next Sunday.
Have a safe week.
Yeah.
Amen. Love on somebody.
Love on somebody.
There we go. Love on somebody.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, for real. Love on somebody. All right, y'all.